Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. In living rooms across Britain, The Chase was more than a game show. It was tea-time tradition, comfort wrapped in trivia and laughter. But behind the bright lights, witty banter, and ticking clocks, real lives played out quietly, and sometimes tragically. Few knew the full stories. Few ever do. It began with Alan Creston, a charismatic producer whose visionary mind helped launch The Chase into television royalty. Alan had a way of spotting stars before they knew it themselves. It was he who first called Anne Hegarty a force of nature with a brain like a thunderclap and convinced her to audition. But just 2 years after the show's 5th season, tragedy struck. Alan died in a fatal house fire in his Manchester flat, a blaze sparked by a faulty space heater during a bitter winter night. The fire, which started in the early hours, quickly engulfed the old building. Neighbors recalled screams and smoke so thick it blacked out the stars. Alan never made it out. His death shook the cast deeply. Bradley Walsh, usually the heartbeat of the show's humor, opened the next season with red eyes and a crack in his voice. "This show," he said, "is built on many minds. We lost one of the best." Then came the heartbreak of Jenny Ryan, the fierce, flame-haired vixen. Her on-screen presence was bold, but behind the scenes, she was fiercely private. Fans noticed her absences over the course of several months, her social media going quiet, her laugh not quite reaching her eyes. In 2023, she finally spoke out. Her longtime partner, Claire, had been diagnosed with terminal cancer. The two had shared a quiet life, far from the spotlight, with a rescue greyhound named Benny and a shared love for indie films and late-night cooking. Jenny stood by Claire through the treatments, the surgeries, the eventual acceptance. When Claire passed away in the spring of 2024, Jenny took an indefinite leave from the show. "She was my quiz partner for life," Jenny posted, with a photo of their Scrabble board. The final word spelled, always. But perhaps the most devastating blow came just a year later. Paul Sinha, the beloved Cineman, had long been public about his battle with Parkinson's disease. Diagnosed in 2019, he'd fought back with humor and sharp intellect, refusing to let the illness define him. Fans rallied around him, marveling at how he continued to compete, even when his hands trembled slightly as he pressed the buzzer. In 2025, Paul announced on a podcast that the disease had progressed, more quickly than expected. His voice, once booming with confidence, was now softer, more deliberate. He passed away in August of that year, surrounded by friends and his husband Oliver. ITV aired a tribute episode where past contestants, chasers, and celebrity guests all shared memories of his wit and warmth. "He wasn't just a brain," Anne said, tears streaking her usually composed face. "He was the beating heart of what made us feel like a family." The tragedies didn't break The Chase, but they changed it. There's a quiet reverence now in each episode, a little more patience, more kindness between quips. The game remains the same, but the people who play it carry stories etched in grief and grace. Behind every correct answer is a moment lived. Behind every loss, a memory. The chase goes on, but those who are gone aren't forgotten. And in the silence after the buzzer, sometimes you can almost hear them still.